Alright Dexter fans, strap in because episode 8 just reminded us why this show still knows how to make our jaws hit the floor. We're talking close calls, blown secrets, and a reunion with Angel Batista that could change everything. Honestly, Dexter's usually the puppet master, but this week, he's tangled in his own strings. But hey, quick housekeeping before the blood starts dripping. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, drop a like to keep the kill room lights on, and if you're feeling generous, consider channel membership for bonus content. It really helps us keep stabbing away at these breakdowns. Okay, let's talk about Dexter's worst oops moment of the season. So, the plan to knock off Prater's murder club takes an unexpected detour when Al, aka Rapunzel, played brilliantly by Eric Stonestreet, pulls a disappearing act out of New York. That leaves Dexter revved up with no outlet. His solution? Channel that pent-up murder energy at Vinny, Elsa's sleazy landlord. And yes, Dex actually stretches Harry's code like a cheap rubber band just to justify putting this guy on the table. Classic Dexter move, bending morality when the code doesn't quite fit the kill. Meanwhile, Harrison is swapping crushes like playlists, ditching Elsa for the new love interest Gigi while also soaking up the New York nightlife. Good for him. But while Harrison's dancing under neon lights, Dexter is dancing dangerously close to disaster. He sets up Vinny in a kill room only to have Angel Batista walk right into his private blood-spattered soiree. The look on Batista's face? Pure shock. The look on Dexter's? Oh crap, not you. And here's the kicker. Dexter's loose lips sink Blessing's trust. In one of the sloppiest slip-ups yet, he tells Blessing's daughter that her father was kidnapped and forced into being a child soldier. That's not just an overshare, it's dynamite. Suddenly, Blessing doesn't look like just another shady side character, he's looking more and more like a prime candidate for the New York Ripper. Please no. Honestly, Blessing's past is so dark it makes Dexter's night hobby look like scrapbooking. Now, let's talk about Dexter's new bad habit. Sloppiness. In episode 7, he was already wobbling, practically confessing to Batista and cozying up with the NYPD detectives who suspect Harrison. But episode 8 takes it further, letting Vinny escape, blowing Blessing's biggest secret, and making himself way too visible storming into Vinny's office earlier in the day. The Dexter we know is careful, surgical, untouchable. This Dexter, he's reckless, messy, and it's terrifying because it makes him mortal again. And guess who notices? Prater. With Charlie's help, he inches closer to Harrison and is this close to peeling back Dexter's red persona. That tension, whether Prater will feel betrayed by Dexter's lies or honored to meet the Bay Harbor Butcher, is delicious. If Prater turns from fanboy to foe, Dexter's done. If he stays a fanboy, well, Dexter might have found himself the creepiest cheerleader alive. But here's the subplot that stings. Quinn. For someone who's practically family with Batista, watching him hand over Angel's info to Detective Wallace without a fight felt wrong. Out of character even. He didn't defend Angel, didn't even ask questions, just rolled over, and that moment could be the seed of a bigger betrayal later. Imagine Quinn becoming Batista 2.0 in Season 2, hunting Dexter out of guilt. It would sting, but it would also fit. Now, let's zoom out. Episode 8 might not be the cleanest Dexter installment, but that's the point. It's messy, chaotic, and risky just like Dexter himself right now. The cracks are showing, not just in the kill rooms, but in his relationships, his cover story, and even in the writing itself. This could be the setup for a finale that either redeems the franchise, or leaves us pulling our hair out all over again. And let's be real, Dexter's never been this vulnerable. Batista has seen too much, Harrison is inching closer to the truth, Prater has the kind of serial killer obsession that could flip in either direction, and Quinn, he's playing a weirdly passive game that might explode later. Everyone's circling Dexter, and for once, he doesn't seem to have a clean escape route. So the big question is, does Dexter still have the killer instinct to wriggle free? With just 2 episodes left, the noose is tightening, and this time, and because it's been renewed for at least a second season, I'm interested to see how Dexter can cut himself loose.